ladies and gentlemen. It's me, NYSE Einstein from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Good to see you on a Monday. Market basically ended flat, 21,800. Russ up a little, spot is up a little bit. Oil under pressure, down $1. Gold up $20. Basically flight to safety on that end with a sort of a weak market. What really is going on? We've got our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody in Texas and Houston. One of the largest natural disasters we can record. 50 inches of rain, astronomical flooding, pain and suffering across the state of Texas. We all reach out to them and hope for the best. How does this bear on the market? How does the market bear on the world? And really what's going on right now is sort of a sideways day. Market opened up a little with an early morning rally in oil relative to disruption of the oil pipeline refinery trade. Oil, the Gulf of Mexico, one of the largest producers, although America right now with all the fracking can produce oil in a much larger way elsewhere, but basically net at the end of the day. So this will be one of the first natural disasters as far as interruption of the oil trade, production, refining gas and oil into the marketplace since fracking has basically become what it is today. We go back to Katrina and some of the other hurricanes that had some effect on the Gulf of Mexico. That was before we as a country were independently producing oil as we are with the fracking trade. Okay, so this is new rule. This is a new order that we really need to look at. Basically, we're trying to analyze the effect of what's happening, even though it may seem insensitive at some points. Our first primary purpose is to help everybody out of Texas. Then we're going to look at this market and see how it's affecting it. Oil ended up down on the day. That's kind of a curious trade. It's a little more complicated than my brain can handle. Gas up on the interruption of the refining trade. Demand for gas up, supply down, gas goes up. As far as the oil trade, without refineries getting the oil that they need, there's a build-up of supply, and that put pressure on the oil market. That's a complicated trade in my book. How do you trade that? I don't really know. How did that affect the market at the end of the day? Well, we thought there was going to be a spike in oil due to this interruption, and that rallied the market pre-market. The minute the market opened, though, basically we're looking at a natural disaster of epic proportion. We saw the insurers getting whacked, right? We saw the Home Depots of the world spiking up. So what trade would I get you involved in? I would be selling the Home Depot spike. I would be buying the insurer dip just because it's a reversal trade. It doesn't really make any sense. At the end of the day, 2 or 3 months down the line, we're going to start rebuilding the world. We're going to start rebuilding Texas, and all that being said and done, things may get back to some level of normalcy, but it's a long road, and I think everybody should reach out with their prayers and their help in any way they can for Texas. Net at the end of the day, market closed all flat, still at a high level, kind of like a fandango thing. It was just like, it was up, it was down, it rallied a little bit, they were picking bottoms. We're trading in a super tight range, 10 cents throughout the day. If I look at the graph, we were green in the first half of the day, red the rest of the day. Basically, insurers got slammed, home building stocks got rallied, and we're in a confused state. The world is in shock. The United States of America is in shock because we're being hit by a natural disaster. How does this play on global warming? Another thing to discuss. Let's not get too political. Things out of Washington are still crazy. Things in the economy have not really changed. Net at the end of the day, when you trade this flat level at this point, you need to look at what's changed in the big picture. All I can say is my hearts are broken for the people in Texas. That's where we stick our mind. Tomorrow's another day. We'll look back at the market. NYSE Einstein out for the day later.